Anyway, NBC News is reporting Trump attempts to troll Harris by serving French fries at a Pennsylvania McDonald's. Trump worked the fry machine and served pre-selected customers as he continued to cast doubt without evidence on Harris's summer job years ago. Okay, so just right off the bat, right? I picked NBC because obviously left-wing media, biased, doesn't like Trump. But exactly what sort of evidence would Trump be able to provide to prove that Kamala Harris didn't do something? That you can't prove a negative, right?
Okay.
So they're saying he's making a claim without evidence, but there was literally no possibility of evidence, right?
There's no possibility. What evidence? What was this claim that she didn't work
a summer job at McDonald's?
Okay.
So then how would you prove it? There's no evidence. You can't prove a negative, right? You've established that.
Right.
You can't prove a negative.
Okay.
That's why, you can't prove that you didn't do something. You can only prove what you did do, right? I didn't murder that lady because I was swimming at the time, right? You just don't go, I didn't murder that lady because here's evidence of me not murdering that lady. There's no evidence of not murdering, right? There's only evidence of you doing other things. So there's no evidence he could provide that would prove it. She's the one would have to provide evidence. He's making a claim. You didn't work a summer job. Now she would have to provide evidence that she did work.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Anyway, also the whole thing where they threw in pre-selected customers. Come on, they're just gonna let anybody go to the window.
Yeah, I know. It's dumb. Also, all those things are finally mapped out. They make sure, so there's no danger to, the celebrities. It's not just presidents that do that stuff,
You didn't know that this was a setup? Guys, a lot of people were debunking this or bunking. I don't even know what to say, but they were saying, "Hey, that was a setup event, right? That he didn't just show up and start working the fry machine. That was all prearranged." It's like, yeah, really.
Yeah. Well, wrestling is fake, right? Yeah, no shit. Okay.
Trump just showed up to McDonald's, hopped the counter, just took over. It was like, "Hey, I'm going to start working I'm working the fries. Who's doing the burgers?" Right? No, obviously it was all set up in advance, and they made calls, and they had to make sure that there was no crazy people around. Anyway, Feasterville, former President Donald Trump served up French fries Sunday at a Philadelphia area McDonald's over salting spuds. Now they're criticizing his ability to put salt on fries. Does that man know? No. Does the horrors of Donald Trump never end? Ceases to amaze me. He's over salting the fries.
I like my salty fries, especially from McDonald's.
And peppering in some jabs at Vice President Kamala Harris. The franchise in Feasterville was closed for normal business during Sunday's photo op. The customers who went through the drive-thru were pre-selected by the franchise and the local Trump campaign team, according to a person familiar with the event. Oh, man. They had to go get inside people to reveal this. What's up, TJ? How you doing?
Pulled up.
First time here on the Grift.
Hi.
Hell yeah.
It says cars were also screened and searched, and the people in them were wanted down, according to the source. Man, it's almost like he's a celebrity and they don't want him to die, especially considering he had, 2 assassination attempts now on his life?
Right.
So, the campaign visit in the critical battleground state just over 2 weeks from Election Day was designed to troll Harris, who has talked about working at one of the fast food chains restaurants when she was younger. If I was Harris, right, right now, if I was Kamala, as soon as I saw Trump at McDonald's, I would have been on the phone with Burger King, right? Hey, hook me up. Let's troll him back. We're like, fuck McDonald's. Burger King's the superior burger anyway. Burger King's for Harris.
It's a layup.
But she's not fun like that. That would be a fun little thing. Or I'd be like, oh, you think you're bad showing up at McDonald's? Well, I could eat more Big Macs than you, right? Throw a burger contest, like men would do. Not Kamala. They just cry and go on TV. When she was younger, without evidence, Trump has accused Harris of lying about the experience as a way to improve her working class credibility. Trump repeated his unsubstantiated claim Sunday. It was a big part of her resume that she worked at McDonald's. How tough a job it was. Trump said at the restaurant in Feasterville, she made the French fries, and she talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. That's all he said. Man, he's a tyrant at Trump. Harris spokesman Ian Sams shot back in a statement to NBC News. When Trump feels desperate, all he knows how to do is lie. He can't understand what it's like to have a summer job because he was handed millions on a silver platter only to blow it. Oh man, that's a.
Yeah, but the expression of him working at McDonald's is what counts at the end of the day. That's what the public are seeing.
Yeah, I think. Let's say for the sake of argument, she did work a summer job at McDonald's, right? We'll give her no doubt. We'll say she was there, summer job in the heat, making the fries. What did she do lately, right? See, Donald Trump went in there and he's working the fry machine last week, right? Doing fries. What did Harris do last week? See, that's the thing. Like TJ said, people aren't going to remember. People aren't going to go, oh yeah, when she was like 15, she was working. No, they're going to be like, hey man, when Trump was like, what is he, like 50 something? Like yesterday, he was just fucking working the fries. He was handing out French fries at McDonald's, right? This is the brand new. This is like saying, like, oh man, you know that event where Woodrow Wilson was kissing babies and shaking hands? That was all set up, guys. He doesn't really like kissing babies and shaking people's hands. This is all fake. Like we know that. We just looks cool. It's just cool to see the president or former president or president hopeful, however you want to frame it, being at McDonald's, making fries and serving people bags of fucking food, right?
It's the expression that counts.
And apparently, it was her birthday when he was doing it. Man. What do you think, Perp? You're obviously on the left.
I'm on the left. No, I think it's, I don't know what people on the left would critique about this. This is what they do, right? This is part of the campaign. They all do this. Wasn't the Democratic vice president nominee like on a donut shop the other day or something? Like they do this.
Yeah. I don't know how that guy, like how they didn't get rid of him already.
Who?
Walz.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Vance.
No. I don't know. I've heard bad things about JD Vance, but Tim Walz literally lied about his rank in the army and everything, right? Like literally, it's factually inaccurate the way he presents his position, and he was celebrated as being the highest ranking serving army person to be in Congress, and it turns out like he's not. Like his rank, he never achieved the rank that he was claiming to have. Right? He just kept repeating it over and over again that he was like a sergeant major or whatever, and he never actually got that rank.
Yeah.
Like the second they found that out, they should have like booted his ass. Like, pretend you're sick. Someone break his legs because this guy's gonna weigh us down, right? Because I mean, again, with your presidents, right? You always go, well, I hope these guys are in charge, but if they die, who's the next guy? Oh shit, Walz will be the guy who lied about his credentials, claimed to carry weapons of war in war when he was never actually in war.
Yes.
So.
The Trump campaign has been totally honest this whole time.
I didn't say they haven't. Right?
This is part of the same thing. So what are we complaining about? It's part of the game.
No, but this isn't even the campaign. This is just like, turns out that the guy that's been in Congress, he's been lying to his constituents for like years and years. Right? This isn't like, oh, Donald Trump lied about like how much food he ate on The Apprentice or how many ice creams he had. Right? Like he wasn't. He didn't eat
the hurricane relief thing.
Well, you could.
That was a pretty big lie. I think that's a dangerous lie.
I'm saying like
you would say that's a more dangerous lie, right? Than just lying about like stolen valor or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's shitty and scummy for sure. But to lie and say that like the whole hurricane relief thing, that the governor wasn't getting a call, all this shit, like that's to help people, you know. I think that's way worse, you know. Yes or no? Possibly. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, I would agree that's way worse if it was true.
Oh, that's not true?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I can't comment on it because I haven't actually looked
I'll edit the clip right here. There you go.
You can edit in the clip.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put it
in post. All right. It says Harris, according to her campaign, worked at a McDonald's in Alameda, California during the summer of 1983. She was a student at Howard University at the time and worked to register as well as the French fry and ice cream machines. Well, right there, I know she's fucking lying, right? Ice cream machines don't work at McDonald's. We all know that. Clearly, this is a lie. Next thing, she's gonna pretend like she handed out milkshakes. We know those things don't work either at McDonald's.
Again, all of this, all this heavy is futile. The expression that Trump went to a McDonald's and worked there, that's all what people will look at, right?
I know McDonald's got a lot of heat, pushback, whatever you want to call it, right? For this, and they're like, dude, we literally can't do nothing. It's a franchise. Like, it was out of our hands. It's like this dude was able to make that decision on his own, right?
Did we see Bill Clinton walk into McDonald's every now and then? I think it's the same idea, right?
Yeah.
Plus, we know that he loves McDonald's anyway. Didn't he serve like McDonald's? Didn't they complain that he served like
that
Big
too?
Yeah, like the Big Mac to the. I think it was like a national winning team.
Yeah, it was like a football team or something.
Yeah.
In a statement, the location's owner and operator, Derek G, said that he decided to participate in the Trump campaign event because, quote, it's a fundamental value of my organization that we proudly open our doors to everyone who visits the Feasterville community. Trump's own love of fast food is well documented. During a government shutdown in 2019, he famously served McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and Domino's pizza on a silver platters to welcome and celebrate national college football champion Clemson Tigers. Man, we should have just waited and it would have just told us in the article during the White House visit. I think this is what I would criticize Trump the most for this, right? Because it's like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Like, just pick one, right? Personally, I would have just went with Burger King, right? I wasn't have to pick, but like to have all three. At the very least, with McDonald's. Yeah, but with McDonald's and Burger King, at least you go, okay, so you got a fucking Whopper and you got a Big Mac. What is Wendy's known for? What is the Wendy's sandwich? Just like, oh, we also got
square patty. I think that's it.
Yeah, we got you Wendy's cheeseburgers.
In case you are against circles, we got you the squared patty.
You know, at least it was like sliders from White Castle or something. Like, oh, that's different. It's fancy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that expert handling of the fries.
This is this considered is this considered an opinion piece, or because this is so not a story to me? I guess I don't know.
It's news. It happened. It's
it happened. I guess
it sounds like an opinion piece. Yeah.
No, it's not really an opinion piece because it's not like they're not giving their opinion on it. They're just kind of there is some
throwing shots. Looks like, right? Are they?
Yeah, but they always do. That's what I'm saying. Like they throw shots. They can tell you it's the weather outside, and they'll throw a shot in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
During his half-hour shift Sunday, Trump traded a suit jacket for an apron and received a brief tutorial from a fry cook. See, this is, again, like, I would think that if they were going to do this event, right, they would have, like, hey, tomorrow we're going to McDonald's. Here's, like, how you work the machine. Like, before we get there, so it's all, like, set up, right? Like, why did they wait till he showed up and be like, oh, by the way, here's how you work this? Also, knowing Trump, he probably ate some of the fries just right out of the – I want to do that, right? Just right out of the fucking thing. Like, they're just there.
Those are as fresh as they're gonna get, so yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like right there, like look at your hands
right there. It's right there for this. Look at it, and it's like it has this golden hue that makes it look like the freaking Ark of the Covenant. Love it.
Yeah, just right there for the taking. So he then took a turn at the deep fryer himself, dropping 2 batches of potatoes into hot oil and waiting for them to cook. He mostly followed instructions, though he forgot to fully drain the oil from one batch and appeared to be more generous with the salt. Man, oily fries. I can dig that. Trump marveled repeatedly about how the fries are packaged with the aid of a scooper-like device.
He marveled.
He's like, oh,
He's come a long way.
Wow, you guys just threw them in the bag. He's like, whenever I go to McDonald's, they're just everywhere. I just assumed you just threw them fuckers in the bag. But
you think, like, you would, I definitely, if I got handed one for, like, fries by Donald Trump, I'd definitely eat a couple, but I'd probably save it, right? You'd save it? Try to contain it somehow?
What do you think? You got, like, Trump DNA on it? So,
no,
like,
just to have, like, it's cool. The president handed, like, the ex-president handed you.
No one would know. I would just buy new fries and just replace them.
I'd save
the box.
I would contact every reporter there taking pictures. Like, you need to get, like, I know there's a picture out there of me being handed fries by the ex-president.
Right.
Possibly.
No, but what I'm saying is I would eat the fries and then just buy new fries and replace them every week. And be like, yeah, those are the same ones. Don't worry. They never went bad.
Trump touched
them and they never went bad.
And oh my God. And you keep saying that they're warm and that's Trump's like magic and shit. And you'll have people come into your house trying to like freaking pray in front of that thing. Oh my God. Tony. That would be amazing.
Yeah, my grandma ate one of the Trump fries, cured.
She was missing a leg. You show your cousin, she has her leg. She has a second leg.
Never touched by a human hand, he said at one point. Nice and clean. Trump then turned his attention to the drive-through window, filling several orders and chatting with customers as they came by in their cars.
Imagine being in that drive-through.
Well, they knew it was all pre-selected, so they knew.
Just waiting your turn must have been kind of like nerve-wracking in a way. It's like, damn, what am I going to say? What would you say, Tony? You have time to think about it. You have time for the president to think about it. You're waiting in line. You're up next. What would you say? I'll give you some time to think about it.
Hulk Hogan style? What are you going to do, Donald? Because he's a Hall of Famer for the WWE, right? No, they pre-screened him. They're probably like, here, read this, right? This is what you need to say, because if you don't, we'll fucking shoot you. See those guys over there? They got fucking sniper rifles on you. You make one move that's not pre-approved, they will fucking shoot you.
Yeah. Like number 3 on the list is no Home Alone 2 shout-outs. He hates that. I was like, damn it. Okay. I just leave.
Remember that time you were on The Fresh Prince? That was a thing. This is not a normal situation, is it? He remarked before assuring customers they would not have to pay for their food and bragging that he made their fries himself. There will be no charge, he said. Trump is paying for it. This is all on Trump. And I love to do that. Several customers called out Trump's Make America Great Again slogan as they came through the line. I wouldn't mind this job, Trump said. I like this job. I would come back and do it again. See, right there, that's the perfect, like if Kamala was smart, when he said that, right, was like, I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job, right? I would have clipped that and be like, that would be my new campaign ad. Guys, let's give Trump his wish. Send him back to McDonald's. Kamala Harris for president, right?
Oh, that could be coming. When was this? This was yesterday. No, this was 2 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been here by now. You're right.
Because boom, he's right there. Like, I love this job. I wouldn't mind this job. He says he'd rather work McDonald's than be the president. Let's give him his wish.
See, I could give props. I think that's a good picture. He looks nice. He looks like he's generally liking what he's doing there. I like that.
It's good lighting. He's not as orangey.
Yeah.
Trump also served up fries, too, and took questions from gathered reporters. He dodged directly answering whether the federal minimum wage should be raised. Oh, you're very stingy with the product, he said to an employee, filling bag with fries. Look at that. She's a good worker. That's the kind of people you want to have. She gave them one French fry for 30 reporters. I've heard that he was putting an extra nugget in the chicken nuggets. They were getting 7 instead of 6.
Ooh.
Toward the end of his appearance, Trump was informed it was Harris's 60th birthday. I think I'll get her flowers, he said. Maybe I'll get her some fries.
Aw.
What a nice guy. Why are people so upset about this, though? I mean, there was a lot of people really mad and like debunking. Like I said, they were like debunking it. Your buddy, or your ex-buddy, whatever you want to call him, actual fandom, did a thing, had a little video.
My ex-buddy? It's not my ex-buddy.
Current buddy? Best friend? I don't know.
No, I'm still good with him.
He was upset by this. This people on the left very upset by this.
Really?
Annoyed, I guess. I just think it's silly to
like. Why should they?
Oh, why? Yeah, why? You know what? It's probably momentum. They're just upset. And it just keeps going. It's like now he did this, and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to break momentum.
They're eating the fries. They're eating the Big Macs. They're eating the apple pies. I think this is cool. Like I said, if Kamala was smart, she would have been boom.
Kamala.
Oh, Kamala. I don't know.
Kamala.
Harris. If Harris was smart, she would have showed up, right? Hey, Trump's over at McDonald's handing out fries. Oh, yeah? Let me get in line. Right? Let me show up.
Yeah.
Let me get some fries. Yeah.
It'd be awesome. The reporters get a picture of her getting like patted down and shit. They're like, that's
no, but could you imagine the photo op? You're Kamala Harris. See, this is why I think I'm smarter than most people, right? I'm Kamala Harris. I'm running for president. I go down there. I get handed French fries. Donald Trump in his McDonald's uniform is handing me fries, right? That's the image for my next ad. This is the way it should be. Donald at minimum wage, Kamala as president, right? Boom. Again, it sells itself. The image of like Donald, he's being humble, right? I'd make sure that I'm standing taller and everything, right? Mm-hmm. Give it the appearance of look at me, look at poor Donald. He's resorted to, he has to work at a 9 to 5, and I'm now the president, right? But Now, no one's smart like that. She's just probably like grumbling in her house. Oh, man. Like, why didn't I think of that? So, do you think anyone got poisoned by the fries? Do you think Donald's hair fell? Because he's not wearing a hairnet. Yeah.
Oh, my God. If you got a strand of hair, that's worth more than the fries.
You think so?
Maybe.
All right.